ever to win on the World Tour. His playing partner, Bourne, just 26, from Redondo Beach, California. And that win, his only ever win, also was in Berlin with John Hyden. So the granddad of the tour, still mixing it very much with the big boys. Marta Menegatti looking on, who missed out on a place in the final earlier in the women's event. Will have to be playing for bronze later. Now trying to see whether her teammates can get through to the final as we get this second semi-final underway. USA in the yellow serving, and it's looking for side out for Italy in blue. They're not going to get it though. The pokey doesn't quite work for Danielle Lupo. That means John Hyden will get to go serve again. This should be an interesting battle between these two teams, and especially with Bourne and Nicolai at the net, two big blockers, two guys who can get up, but more importantly can get across the net. And then it becomes an interesting battle between Lupo and Hyden. As Hyden got what it takes to see this one through and scuffle around the sand and keep the ball off the floor. He's certainly got it what it takes at the net. He knows he's going to be the player that Italy are going to go after here. They're going to test the old man out. Well, it was hit hard from Bourne. Only the net feeling the force of it though. Paolo Nicolai, very good jump server. Bourne pleased to see that one go wide. Well, if first you don't succeed, try again. Just the one extra try required, although try on the other side of the net. Was unable to make a touch second time of asking. Interesting watching John Hyden. He made the pass and then looked completely away from Bourne, looked away from the ball, looked at where he was on the court, where he was in relation to the sideline, and then prepped to go and hit. Normally in volleyball you talk about linking to the ball and staying linked into the ball, and that means your chest facing to the ball. But you see it quite a lot on the beach actually. The players, once they've made the pass, just find their spot on the court and then link back into what's happening. Good read from Hyden. Good pick up from Lupo. Can Bourne finish it? Not quite. Maybe now. Still it won't hit the sand. What a rally. Oh, brilliant play from the USA. They worked hard, they got their reward. An unforced error from Paolo Nicolai though, which he won't like too much. Good recovery by Paolo Nicolai, watching that one after it hit his block. Oh, lovely. Bourne, everything was pinned for the cross court. That's what he showed. He was able to find the line. Hitting that one over his shoulder and keeping the hand high as well. Nice play from Bourne. Delicately done from Lupo. He's got all the shots as Danielle Lupo. Sometimes though he loses his discipline and his concentration. Certainly was something he was guilty of when he first broke onto the scene as a senior player on the World Tour. But he has progressed and matured as the tour's gone along. John Hyden's going to be doing that for most of the game. Unlikely to be looking to hit it hard, but he will find the shots to put the ball down. Bourne didn't seem like he got as high as he would have liked to with that blocking effort. Because Nicolai went straight over the top of him, at least from the angle I had to start with. Indeed he did. Bourne trying to swat that one back. That's where the USA are going to get picked off if they're not careful. As soon as Hyden doesn't put a good pass in and he's off the net, then Italy are going to be looking to make digs and turn it into points like they did with that play. Oh, top serve. Daniel Lupo disguising that short ball brilliantly. Hyden couldn't get there in time and they change ends all square after the USA had that 2-point lead. That's evaporated. Italy are in the ascendancy here. USA looking to side out to get the lead back. But momentum right now with the Azzurri. Oh, it's an ace serve from Lupo. Brilliant change-up from him. I think that caught Bourne by surprise. Lupo liked that one, didn't he? Oh, just about crept over there. Had enough topspin on it to help it run up the net and over. Lupo just snatching at that one a little too early. His contact point was very low. Now I'll talk about contact point, where his hand is in relation to his head. It was pretty much around his head, wasn't it? That's why the net got in the way. Good chase from Nicolai. Oh, that's peachy from Daniel Lupo, and that's getting a round of applause, not only from the fans, but from the players that are watching as well. That was some quality volleyball from the Italians. That was a quality shot into the corner as well. The 1-foot Yahoo not working for Bourne. Usually they're guaranteed winners. Nicolai. Just one separating the teams then as they head to the technical timeout. And having seen that first half, as it were, of this first set, if you're an Italian fan, you'll be pretty pleased with the way it's going. They've got themselves back into this one. And if you're a USA fan, you might just well be a little bit nervous, especially with the way that the points they lost were lost. As we have a look at some of the action from that first set already. The dancing girls keeping the fans entertained while the players take to their seats. Well, it's all part of the game now. When the rule first came in that the ball could hit the net and continue on, there were lots of apologies and hands being put up. There's a slight sense of embarrassment about getting that kind of a point, but not anymore. Take everything you can get. Brilliant from Nicolai. Absolutely snotted that one, didn't he? Over the top of Bourne. And Italy edge in front. Couldn't get the throw down, and then Bourne with a chance to have a swing. Makes no mistakes, and USA now level once more. Hyden had already run to the right side of court, to the opening up plenty of space in front of Lupo. An easy shot really for the Italian to put that one away. Well, interesting shot selection from Bourne. He was trying to roll it short, but didn't commit through and get his hand through the ball on this one. He's just, well, cuffed it really. Chase is on. Another opportunity though for Bourne. And he takes it well listened as well. Hyden with the call, that line was available. Clever play again, Italy soaking up the pressure. Hyden is definitely a wily old fox. Well, he's played that off the block and out, but the referee has said no, that he's had the last touch. As he's played it off the block, he's then continued with his hand on the ball for it to go out of play. That's the only way he could have called it, because it definitely touched Nicolai's block. Hyden's not happy. Doesn't matter how he's feeling, the decision's been made. He's going to have to get over that pretty quickly now and get ready to side out. Free ball for Italy. Oh, wow. USA got really lucky with that one, didn't they? That's a bad miss from Daniel Lupo. Could have put that anywhere. One place he didn't want to put it, though, was out. So USA led off the hook. Bourne with the serve. He'll come scurrying to the net and block. And Nicolai just makes mincemeat of that ball. brilliant. Warm-up hit for Bourne. Lupo thought about getting in the way and then had to duck and cover. Oh, well, Bourne does the 7-off. And the USA get the point. Always difficult to make that dig when the ball was spinning by Nicolai. Lupo then off balance. And look at that, it was a pokey jump set from Bourne. Semenov did it a couple of weeks ago, and he gave Nicolai a free swing, the Russian duo. And then Bourne's tried it again. So timeout called by Italy.
If you're going to cross serve or try and get him to the left, I mean, he's pretty much put everything over. And we haven't been in the field. I mean, we can try.
Ну что ж, Джон Хайден на подаче 16-17.
Solid side out once again. Bourne now with his glasses off as the sun has set pretty much here. Good recovery, but it's not going to go back towards Bourne. The contact height not good enough for John Hyden. Got a good view of Nicolai jumping in and watching the ball and jumping into the space. Play allowed to continue as Hyden gets the gator. Oh, clever. Lupo waited, Hyden got drawn in, and then he casually rolls it over his head into the corner for the point, and it's now set point. The gator almost worked, but in the end, it's the roll shot from Lupo that does the damage. Hyden looking for side out here to keep them in this first set. Oh, he's got it, brilliant. Just wonder how many times in his career he's hit that shot. I bet it's up in the thousands, isn't it? Especially if you add in training as well. Still though, set point down, Hyden with the serve. Italy with 3 chances from side out. Well, they don't need it. Belted out from Bourne, and the first set goes the way of Italy, 21-17. And they have 1 foot in the final.
аплодисментами поприветствуем на центральном корте Bourne, Nicolai, Lupo, Italy. John Hyden, 3, Bourne, USA, SOCHI.
So away we go with the second set. Italy having taken the first, now with the serve. Hyden looking for side out for the States, and he'll get that. That's net and block. Is it? No, it's not been given. It's been given as just off the net and out. No challenge system here. Oh yeah, he was miles away from it, wasn't he? Especially when you see it from that angle. Didn't touch Nicolai at all. Well, that was close to a double. Doesn't matter. Massive throwdown from Nicolai. Waited and then just did an enormous block. Well, there's a net touch, is there? Well, do you know what? That ball's hit the net as it's gone out. I thought for a second that Nicolai may have touched it. The net, that is, as it went past him. But at 3-0 down, USA it is who've called the timeout here. Hyden and Bourne are desperately chasing the second available Olympic qualification spot for the USA. Only 2 teams per country allowed to go. 24 teams represented at the Olympic Games. Now it could be 24 different countries, but 2 is the maximum you can have. Brazil have 2 there. And at the moment, for the USA, Scott Gibb and Casey Patterson are the Jake Gibb and Casey Patterson are the #1 USA team, and then battling out for the second spot are John Hyden, Bourne, up against Nick Lucena and Phil Dalhouser. So it's really important here that the USA can make it into the final. That's more points for them if they can. Now we're up against it though, aren't they, at the moment? Lupo with the serve. Off the block and out of play. 4-0. Bourne just went a little too early. On his way down as he made contact. Better swing this time from Hyden. Hyden knows it's about him here, about how well he can pass, and then how well he can put the ball away if he doesn't put a good pass in. That one absolutely snotted by Lupo. Good leave, early call as well. They knew that was going out straight away. Ha! Ha! Unbelievable! Oh my days, I don't think I've ever seen a rally like that in my life. What a shame it hit the antenna. That's just nothing about that was orthodox in any way, shape or form. That was unbelievable. Well, settled into some regular volleyball as that one's put away from Daniel Lupo. But what has happened, though, whilst we've been thinking about that last play and looking at this one, USA now just a couple behind. They've done well to get back into this set. And a good swing to the line brings them just one back. Clever. Oh, another good block from Nicolai. Well, the cut was the call. Unfortunately, it was overcut. And all that hard work from the USA has been undone in the last couple of points. They're back to 4 behind again. Oh, goodness me. Nicolai gets right over the top of that one, doesn't he? Well, it's all looking good for Italy at the moment. Can't see a way back in for the United States. They gave it a go, got back to within 2, but it's starting to slip away again. Bit of heat from Hyden. Oh, unlucky. And now Hyden's not happy. Not quite clear what he was so unhappy about. The technical timeout, it's Italy who are doing all the running here, isn't it? Still, though, it isn't over yet, even if the well-fed lady is warming up and gargling.
Ну, все логично, дорогие друзья. Это же из розовой пантеры, по-моему, да? И они в розовом. Это Sunny Girls. Молодцы. Ну что ж, наступило время продолжения второй партии матча между командами Италии и США. А тут просто интересно, дорогие друзья, в очередной раз. Итак, кто у нас на трибунах болеет за команду США? Понятно. Кто на трибунах болеет за команду Италии? Все ясно.
One last push then here for the USA.
Так, плюс 5 у нас второй партии. Данил Лупо на подаче.
Lupo with a good read. And a great finish as well. That's one of those ones where Bourne can see it all the way, but he's in a position in the air where he can't do anything about it other than watch. Can't get it, can't reach it. It's a little tight to the net. Oh, but it's Lupo who wins the joust as he flexes pecs and sends Bourne down. There'll be a new title, won't there? The Bourne Profligacy. That's just way too far away from Hyden to go after. And again, it's that little roll shot from Lupo doing all the damage. And then when Hyden tries it, it doesn't quite work.
Ну и продолжает стараться нажиматься американцы. 18-10. Италия.
It's incredible how high these guys get on the net. Some more unconventional beach volleyball. Not often you'll see jump setting. It's almost one of those things that's kind of like an unwritten rule. You don't do it. It's frowned upon, but they get away with it. And Hyden gets it on the floor. Italy then just 2 points away from sealing the deal here. Well, maybe that's the turning point. It's not often you'll see a player make a pass just with one hand, as he wasn't too sure he was going to have to play it. Well, that's always the trouble when you're chasing the game. You can end up trying too hard, and that's exactly what's happened here for the USA. Match point then for Italy. Saved by Hyden. Not going to give up without a fight, but he kind of got that look about him that says it's all over. Right now, the USA are sinking And there's no lifeguards around to help them, and it is all over. Italy have beaten Hyden and Bourne in straight sets. Lupo and Nicolai are through to the final. Hyden and Bourne will have to make do with fighting for bronze. It is ciao, ciao, America, as far as Italy are concerned. 1-2, thank you very much. They're through to the final.